Hello, Gemini. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome. Forces at Work Love Tarot reading, which is one of the signature readings in my channel for the last 9 years. I'm going to introduce you now the positions of this spread so you can see how things are functioning in dynamics. This is also a spread which can be known as comprehensive. I also offer it in private readings too, but we can, of course, adjust it, tailor it for your own specific situation, and add extra cards and placements to that. So if you consider one, please let me know. The information will be at the description box below. Now, let me please introduce you the placements at this point. So our first card will represent your current state, your current situation. This is going to represent their current state, their current situation, what you want, your intention, motivation, and this is going to represent what they want, their intention and motivation. We have also how do they feel towards you, and we have also how do you feel towards them. We have what you need and what they also need. At this point, let's get some spiritual context with the angels deck as well. So one angel card for you and the other angel card is for them. Okay, and next placements, we have your next move, and we have also their next move. We have your hopes and fears, and we have their hopes and fears. Now, let's find the card representing the forces in between you with this person. So, this will be the forces in between you, and this is going to be the outcome of that forces telling us where this connection is heading towards. And in addition to the placements, we are also bringing some sibyls to the reading to enrich their context. So we can add our clarifications. To me, this always feels like ingredients of a like before cooking the meal full food, adding up the bringing together the ingredients. And then we're gonna have the whole meal. Okay. So thank you so much, Gemini. I would like to now begin this reading. So welcome October 2025, Gemini Forces at Work Love Tarot reading. And let's go ahead. Your current state, your current situation, Nine of Pentacles, clarified by Morte, their current state, their current situation. We have the Page of Wands clarified by Il Pensiero. Okay, so this to me feels very different from each other. I must say. I see you standing in independence and self-sufficiency. Of course, Nine of Pentacles is also introducing an element of personal strength. But the Morte energy, the underlying influence, clarifying that this independence is tied to some major endings in your life or very crucial and important transitional periods has happened. So some endings you have maybe found your after some endings you have found your footing, and now you are leaning on your power, but you are also trying to shed the old attachments. But have we fully shed the old attachments? Not fully, more to reverse, but you try. Maybe it becomes hard sometimes, but This is the, I think, self-reliance energy in your current situation. Um, Having to do with a lot when it comes to shedding the old attachments. At least maybe some Geminis may be struggling with that, but there is a period they really need to full let go of and shed, and they're gonna find a lot of personal power, I do feel. At the meantime, your person's current state, their current situation, they seem to be super light and curious, and they are in the exploratory mode with the Page of Wands. Um, but we have Il Pensiero, so they are not that restless or like they are into full action. I think there is some planning and musing going on in their life. They may be like fully inspired from thoughts and plans, or um, like from contemplations. Um, but they are not fully moving yet. So I think they are thinking through possibilities. They are considering their next step, but they are in a very youthful, I do feel, and maybe they cannot wait to act on those considerations or what they have been planning so far. But there are lots of musings, I think, going on there. So if I have to take like the snapshot of this very first energy, you seem to be independent, very transforming, and you try to maybe stall. You try not to stall, uh, but you are standing after maybe some endings there. Your person is very curious. They are very much thinking and exploring things, but they are not really committed to any action yet, we can say. Okay, so next positions we have what you want, your intention, and motivation. Wow. Okay, so we have the Fool clarified by Imeneo, and their intention, what they want, their intention and motivations. With Ace of Swords clarified by Reverse Deliranti. It seems like they don't want to lose their mind. But that Il Pensiero, I think, bringing some confusions, maybe some doubts. They really want to avoid from chaos, I must say. But let's start from you and let's get the messages in depth. So, okay, the Fool and Imeneo. You want a new beginning, Gemini, but it needs to come maybe um you know this new beginning can have that committed bound maybe with a person. Yes, the Fool's energy is very freedom and new beginning oriented. It's a very individual energy. But Immanuel is a bit opposite of that. It is more about marriage, union, and binding ties. So I would say your motivation here is to start a new chapter, maybe within a committed bound, or this is you just don't want some kind of a carefree leap. Like you want a leap, but it 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 needs to lead to that partnership, that binding love, to that union, which feels alive and brand new, very fresh. Like even an older connection, if it's gonna feel super fresh, this can be the case. But for some of you, we need to definitely add the commitment element, that bound, but also the freshness around it, the new beginning around it. Um, Now, their current state, their current situation, they want absolute clarity. This person wants absolute clarity. They want truth. And this may most probably bring the mental breakthrough for them. And their motivation to me feels um more of like cutting through the confusion, and they want to regain a rational stability. This person wants straightforwardness with honesty, and they don't want to be entangled in chaotic distractions. These persons do not want emotional and chaotic distractions or chaos. So they absolutely want to know where they gonna stand, and they want to be very clear and direct about that without drama. Well, okay, you want that daring, fresh start, maybe, which is rooted in commitment. Theirs is more about like clarity, truth, freedom from confusion. Um, so I think they may find what you want, maybe it confuses them because there are always like this deliberate thoughts from their heart. We will see what is unfolding in the next messages. So the next position here, how do they feel towards you? They feel Six of Wands, clarified by Lamante, and you feel towards them Queen of Wands, clarified by La Nemica. Okay, Gemini, so their feelings towards you, they feel very proud about something, they feel very admiring, and frankly, they feel drawn to you. Their feelings, I do feel, are strongly romantic and it can be even idealizing. I think they see you as someone who is worthy of recognition. So their feelings, to me, I mean, they maybe even like put you on a pedestal here. Their emotion seems to be very celebratory deep down, like this is my person, someone to be admired maybe for their skills, or if you have a particular talent, or um, kind of this gifts, like they want to be also proud. They feel like wanting to be proud about you, and also who is gonna win whose hearts. Like there is also this winning the heart energy, I do feel. So your feeling towards them, Queen of Wands is a very confident energy, and it can be quite magnetic and powerful in relation to them. But there is a hidden tension with the Lanemica, which is the woman enemy. Uh, or it can be the hidden rival at that point. Um, Now, I think a part of you does not trust their energy fully here because you feel passion, you feel strong attraction, but also you are sensing some behind the scenes energy, a rivalry, maybe a danger, maybe a threat that you cannot fully name. Because I think there is a hidden edge here, and that makes you super cautious. So it's like you feel and you have that fire within you, but you are also sensing something is off in the scenery. This may not come directly from them, but maybe a person around them, or a person or a competitor around you. So uh, yeah, and again, they have, I think towards you, they have a romantic admiration, like, and you can be like their victory, but yours is more of like an attraction mixed with suspicion here. We also need to underline that. So let's talk about what you need. So you need Eight of Pentacles clarified by Belvedere. And we have also the Oracle from the Angels, Relationship Harmony, talking about, okay, so this is from Archangel Raguel. And so it goes like, we angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. Let's see what they need. They need gentleness. The oracle says, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. And their tarot card is, they need Four of Pentacles clarified by Gran Signore reversed. Wow, okay. So let's talk about what you need first. There is something with I don't know, like if you have a particular Eight of Pentacles is about also a quite work-oriented energy, and how do we express ourselves with our crafts and skills and what we can potentially accomplish through hard work. So this is actually bringing us the concepts of effort and growth. So you need steady effort, and this is also a routine. So a steady routine, a steady effort and growth, or any activity around that. Belvedere is our vision, like when we look out, and this is our vision for the future, like what's coming. So Eight of Pentacles energy has to bring you some tangible progress in the long run then. So you need to see some tangible progress in the long run. You need to see efforts with that can build towards something solid. And your deeper need for peace here is also stressed out, like conflicts being softened, hearts open in the situation. I think you need some kind of a reassurance that the work you put forward leads to harmony and some future world building. Yeah, there is some futuristic elements here. We need to consider them together. Oh my God, cards. Okay, so let's now talk about what they might need. Now, they need, first of all, security and control. Four of Pentacles, reverse Grand Signore, the great gentleman. So, but there is an insecurity around that, and maybe some lack of confidence when it comes to socially where they stand, maybe. They may be also fear of losing authority. I think they need to loosen their grip, because clinging to maybe control so much makes them feel smaller. So yes, control, security important, but the excess of it actually making them feel smaller. That's why the gentleness energy is about the need to honor their sensitivity. They have to stop hardening themselves. And their need here is to, I feel like, releasing fear of losing power. And they, for, well, at some point, I think one needs to embrace vulnerability with kindness as well. Um, so that element needs to kick in, it seems, in their life. So they need to let go of the insecurity and over controlling tendency. They need gentleness, I feel like, guiding them. Now, your next move, let's see, your next move is Ten of Swords, clarified by Letterato. And their next move is, actually, it's not moving. Their next move is Eight of Swords, clarified by Speranza. Okay, both of you got the Swords card, and Gemini, there is a painful ending here and confusion that you will make it clear for yourself and maybe for the other person, and you are finding a full realization. The scholar energy is about analysis, reflection. I think the ending is not impulsive, but I would say we can I think very comfortably say that you're gonna move towards intellectual clarity, but as every clarity, there can be times. I mean, it's like hitting a particular limit. Um, like the intellectual clarity in your next step is bringing you a cycle which is ending, and you realize I cannot carry this further, like I must understand this and I must learn from this. So this is simply Your next move is confronting the truth and maybe accepting a closure, or you're gonna gain a wisdom from it. This can be also one thing. Their next move is, it's not a move, it's paralysis. With the hope we have speranza, so they won't act decisively. Instead, I feel they are waiting. Actually, they stay stuck. Maybe they hope for things will somehow shift. So their move is actually not moving. So I feel they remain trapped in their own fears. Maybe they are also at the same time clinging to hope, as if waiting for some kind of a rescue thought, maybe like that point moment, or some conditions to arrive. This is also something to mention. Now let's talk about your hopes and fears. Your hopes and fears, we have the Six of Swords clarified by Fortuna. Their hopes and fears, we have the Knight of Cups clarified by Il Ladro reversed. Okay, Gemini, your hopes and fears. A lot of moving forward energy here. And they, you are looking for absolutely something fresh. And even if it takes a painful end. But I feel your hope is to move calmer waters in your life. So we can talk about a transition, we can talk about a healing. And you want to do it with favorable turns in life, with luck, with prosperity. So you are hoping for a positive shift. Maybe this moving on energy can bring a better fortune for you. It can bring a better, favorable, lucrative things in your life. But the fear here is, I think, maybe even with the change, if fate, or if that fortune element, the fear is like, then if fate will gonna deliver what I am actually looking for, kind of thing. Like, if luck won't truly be on your side, or like, okay, I want to move forward with hope, but if the fortune does not do that favor for me, kind of a fear we can talk about. Their hopes and fears, I would say they hope for romance and gestures of love, maybe. Or they are hoping some kind of a emotional pursuit. But their fear here is, I think, more strong because, stronger because they worry that feelings maybe won't be trusted, and maybe love itself will be stolen by time, or it's gonna be betrayed, or it's gonna stay insincere, or if they show love but it causes like detriment, like they hope to follow their heart, but their fear is like being caught in maybe dishonesty, if it's their own or other persons, or like if I pursue it, if it's gonna bring that deceit, lost, or illadro is the thief energy, what's gonna be stolen from me. So there is this. So now the crucial positions in our reading, forces in between you. The forces in between you with this person is Page of Swords clarified by Gran Consolazione. And the outcome of this energy is Ten of Cups and Amore reversed. Oh my god. Okay, now uh what can I say? Like, for each of you is feeling, this is a shared energy, Gemini. So each of you is very curious about each other, like watching each other, like seeking some kind of a understanding and some satisfaction with in the thought level. Maybe this is gonna bring some answers. But the Gran Consolazione energy, you know, Grand Council, okay, you are curious for each other with the Page of Swords, but clarified by reversed Gran Constellazione is a bit like, okay, I keep being curious, I keep always take an eye on things and ask questions, maybe most unwanted questions. But um, is this gonna really bring me comfort? Or is it gonna really bring me ease? I mean, how long I can still keep that curiosity, because it makes me feel unease. Like, both of you are checking in with each other, both of you are wondering, analyzing, observing, but it does not resolve the tension. So I think instead of reassurance here, curiosity feeds a bit disappointment, because what you want to see or hear does not actually matching the reality here. So what this is bringing the Ten of Cups with reversed amore. This is the ultimate happiness of two people, their family, fulfillment. But amore reverse, there is a distortion in it. Like, this dream of emotional union, it's present as an outcome, things can happen, but it's not rooted in true love or balanced love. Like, having this vision of happily ever after, but I think the heart energy is blocked here. There are some maybe attachments, some habits. The love feels a bit unstable and unreciprocated. So the outcome is like people longing for maybe completeness, or this is maybe one-sided, but they are hitting some kind of a reality that emotional harmony cannot actually stand on illusions alone and cannot be um, analyzed constantly, but it needs to be reassured. This type of dynamic I'm finding. It is I think the emotional wholeness is being tested here. Blockages and some unstable elements are being revealed for you, Gemini. Um, that dreamy harmony can be really tested. Uh, and yeah, the restless curiosity with this one, but that does not satisfy, I think. Okay, so I think this needs some reassurance, but reassurance, it's a bit hard to find under the energies for October, it seems. The heart wants that dream, but love itself I feel like a bit misaligned for you and for them. So this is my opinion about cards. Gemini, thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know if you would like to have a private reading with me or a public live stream question answer. All the information is at the description box below. Please read the description box to see how things operate in the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Love reading for you, and please take care, Gemini. Bye.